Hi everyone, it's Latin Roses, and I'm here today to share with you what I love and don't love about my Pebble Time Round. I do love that it's round, and I do love that I don't have to pull out my smartphone out of my purse so much anymore. I can I can read my text messages, see who's calling me, headline news, anything important while I'm at work, while I'm out at lunch, out to dinner. I don't have to be rude. I can just glance down at my wrist to see if there's anything important, so I have to handle it. Otherwise, I can just go on with my day and not have to worry about anything. So it's a really great smartwatch. It's so good. I love it so much that it almost never leaves my wrist. And I have small wrist, so it looks like a watch, very sleek. And it comes in a lot of different colors, even the metal and the mesh looking wristbands that make it look really fancy. And that's what I love about it. I don't have to pull out my purse so much anymore as my smart watch, and I'm really becoming heavily dependent on this device, and it's been working really well for me. So if you're looking for a more budgeted smartwatch, it's not as expensive as the Apple or the Moto 360 or the Samsung Gear, but it's right up there in the competition. It doesn't do what they do. It's not as big, it's not as chunky. Like I said, it's geared more towards women, and basically it's what most people need in a smartwatch, is just to be notified, the notifications, and be able to contact their important loved ones and important people when they have to make text messages and receive phone calls. So this has worked really well for me, and I really love it. Now, like in all relationships, things don't always work out 100%. You don't always get 100% of what you want. So I'm going to share with you next what I don't like about the Pebble watch. And I think it's important to have all the facts before you choose which smartwatch you want to get. So I'm going to share that with you next. This video is not about the specs of the unboxing and all the good stuff that it can do. There's plenty other videos out there for that. I'm just sharing with my experience using this watch. You can't see it as well in the bright sunlight. There's a great amount of clock faces you can download from the Pebble app and other apps as well. I heard there's also like a Star Wars app with lasers, and that's pretty cool. So there's a bunch of things you can do with this phone, this smartwatch. It's pretty amazing. But let me share now with you what I don't like about the Pebble. So this is the beautiful Pebble Time Round. I do love it, but I do have some problems with it. Like in any love relationship, you're never going to find a perfect match. But what I do like, it has these buttons. It doesn't swivel like this head doesn't swivel like some of the other ones do. And it has these big chunky buttons on the side. But the cool thing about it, when you actually have it on, you can't really see it. It's pretty hidden. So when you want to use it, you have the reassuring touch of these buttons to know everything's what you needed it to do. Now, what's also amazing about this Pebble is that it comes in many colors. I mean, you can buy tons and tons of different colors, even down to the metals. But what I don't like about the Pebble, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. It's geared towards women because it's nice, slim, sleek look. But men have these too. They wear it, but mostly women. And for a lot of men that have a hairy wrist, it's so thin, and when they move these dials, it kind of pulls hair, is what I've been hearing a lot. So, but to change out the band, you choose this metal piece right here. It's a quick release, and it's correct. It's quick. You just pull it. I'm not going to do it. You just push it that way, or push it this way, and it releases the band. That's the easy part. That is so easy. It came with these original colored bands, and you can see the pins are there as well. Like I said, taking off the band, the quick release, is a snap, literally. But to get it back on is a nightmare. Some people, I was watching other videos, some guys do it really fast. A lot of people use tools with a knife or some other little gadgets. I tried a butter knife. I hurt my finger and my nail trying to push back these pins to let one side into the other. It's a nightmare. So I contacted Pebble about it, and their explanation is, well, what their offer of the solution is, just take it to your local jeweler and have them switch the bands for you. Are you kidding me? I mean, what else could they say? But that's a nightmare. If you want to switch your colors around to match your outfits, or switch to a nice metal, mesh colored, silver or gold or rose tone, it's just a nightmare. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with this watch. The final pet peeve I have with this watch, it's really minor. It doesn't have as good as battery life as the original Pebble Steel, the square one, which I really don't mind. But all you have to do is, it comes with this nice plug, but the only problem is it stops right here. It just comes with this end, like a lot of things are coming more and more, which is that little piece. It's missing this part. I mean, that was an important part, and it's missing that part. And as much as you pay for these gadgets these days, is it really too much to ask to give you that part? Other than that, I'm basically truly a really happy Pebble owner. I know to some people those pet peeves might be really minor, and maybe I just suck at changing the band, but no, I don't think it should be that hard. I mean, can you really put it in front of your grandmother and say, hey, change the band? I don't think so. I think it should be much more simpler than it is. But other than that, I really love this, and I do recommend it for women especially, and it's a win-win. And that's why I both love, and I always love, my Pebble Round. As always, I wish you love, peace, and joy.